this video tonight. Today we're gonna be talking about a little bit of a different title. So today I'm gonna bring you why I would be the best life coach for you. Now I know what this sounds like. It sounds like a sales pitch, but I promise you that's not what this is. So for the next 8 to 11 minutes, I'm gonna prove to you, without pitching to you me, for the next 8 to 11 minutes, okay? Now, what this more so is just kind of bringing some awareness into some of the things you need to do in life, okay? So, without further ado, where do you start out with this, man? What do you even need a life coach for, man? What are they for? I know I got an episode for that, but let's briefly talk about it, man. What does a life coach do? It gets shit done, okay? We have so much things to do in this life, man, and not enough time, you know. So what does a life coach do? It gets shit done for you. Organize, motivate, push, look up, research, whatever you need, man. You can get a life coach for basically anything, whether you're learning how to swing a golf club or you want to learn how to cook, you know. You can get a life coach for basically anything, okay? And you know, one of those, or one way that I think I separate myself is because I feel like I bring a broad spectrum, you know. I don't think I just specifically tackle one side of life, you know. I really just try to improve life, you know, and that comes with a lot of factors. Okay, so, you know, and a big part of this is credentials, you know. So what are my credentials, man? I haven't graduated school yet, but I am in school to be a life, health, and nutrition coach certified. So, you know, when I graduate, that'll really put that piece of paper on my wall behind my video, you know, and just really boost my confidence in the eyes of a lot of people in the material paradigm. That's just the way it is, you know, and that's okay. But again, like I said, I feel like I'm outside the box. I feel like I bring a different approach, you know. I love my school, Health Coach Institute. Look them up, out of Boise, Idaho. They paint this perfect picture of how you should be and all this stuff, and that's great, but I think I'm just kind of outside the box a little bit, and I think that's where I'm going to excel. So I think I'm cool with that, you know? But, so part of the reason I have that outside the box approach is because I feel like I have a vast background, and I think I could help a vast amount of people because of that vast background. I know a lot of different walks of life. I've witnessed a lot of walks of life, you know, and I feel like I could tackle a lot of different issues in your life, you know. So I think I come with like more of a complete package than just a singular viewpoint for your life coach. But anyway, you know, like the point of life, we don't really know what the point of life is, but I think it's weird that there's an instruction manual for anything in life. Install your refrigerator, hot tub, TV, whatever. But there's not one for life, man. What is it, school, college? Because that's just to be something. You know, that's not a manual for life. So I think a life coach kind of gives you a perspective on improving life overall. Anyway, so, you know, we don't really know what this path is. What are we supposed to do with this life, man? This life is something I struggle with too. But I know that you should always aim to be your best you. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to motivate you to be your best you. And I don't mean just financially or in your business or career. I mean the best you when you go to the grocery store and when you feel at your lowest and you feel like there's nothing to be done because there's no goodness in your life at that moment. It's times like those that I feel like I bring a different kind of shoulder to cry on, you know, because not only am I going to be there to support you, but I'm also going to help you strategically plan on how to get out of that. I think that's a big part of this life too. You have to strategically plan to get done what you want to get done. And that's where I come in a lot of the times, you know. People don't have time or the vision or the creativity to plan, but you have to be able to plan to execute. Another part of that is execution. Who's going to have your back and hold you down and make sure you're getting those bullet points down. Wow. Okay. So, man, another thing is I feel like it's big that I don't want to paint this picture like I have it all figured out, because that's not it. I deal with a lot of things and I'm still growing in a lot of ways. You know, and I think that's cool because I'm going to grow with you. And I tell all my clients that I'm growing with you, man. I'm growing on this vision. As you're building, I'm building, you know, and it's beautiful. But I want to kind of talk about where it all started for me. You know, I wasn't a big academic in high school. You know, I skimmed by, you know, and I got lucky in a lot of ways. That's okay. But after high school, some things changed for me, you know, and I became a lifelong learner. And I know I'm young, but I promise you for the rest of my life, I will continue to try to learn. But starting out, one of the biggest things that changed my life was this book right here, The 4 Agreements. You know, I tell all my clients to watch it, listen, read it. Whew. I tell all my clients to read it. Truly a profound book. It really tears down some of those false beliefs in life, and it kind of paints a new picture of reality. Another thing I found was meditation. You know, I looked into a lot of religions and such that really trying to find the truth, and meditation really hit me deeper and different. And I again tell all my clients to dive into meditation. You know, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. So I mean, with all these different studies, you know, psychology is a big thing for me. That's really what I like to affect the most. You know, I like weight loss and I like habit change, but your psychology, man, your mental, that's the biggest thing I love to dive in, man, because your mental is that's change. You know, you have to change within before the outside world even can think about changing. You know, because if you do the same things, you're gonna get the same results. So you have to change in your mind. You have to, for one, be aware of it, and for two, again, you have to strategically plan on how to change. But I feel like we're asking the wrong questions, man. We're out here asking the wrong questions, asking ourselves the wrong questions. And we're cool with being in the herd, man. Get out of the herd. You know, they say get a good job, go to college. But then what? You know, you're 35, you're 40 years old, you got the good job, you know, you went to college, you're starting to pay off the college debt finally. But now what? You just grind it out the rest of your life and pray for a good retirement? That's a terrible game plan, and that's going along with the herd. Be different. Everybody has a creative gene. That's another part of it. I'm going to try to pull out your creative gene, and we're going to find your passions, and we're going to build a business plan around those. Financial independency is huge. Huge. Opens up your time. Opens up your opportunities. Opens up your life. We spend at least over half our time every week at these jobs, man. That, I mean, it's cool for some people, man, but some people, like me, I had a good job for a fresh 18-year-old out of high school, but I was searching because I'm like, it can't just be about the money, man. You're gonna have to see that for yourself, man. But I can't stress enough the mad potential that each and every one of you guys have. All you need is a little push, a little direction, and that's where I come in. Let me help you. Help me help you, man. Help me help you, because I'm going to grow with you. You know, I learn something from every client I have, and I love that, man. Lifelong learning. That's powerful. That's powerful. But ultimately, I think the biggest thing that's going to help me help you in this life coaching career that I've chose, the biggest thing that makes me different than the rest is that, for one, I believe that you can do it. I truly believe that anybody can accomplish anything they want as long as they put their mind and their actions to it. It's not easy. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but you can accomplish it. And the other thing, I have a vision, I have a picture, I have a blueprint that we can use. And, you know, it's flexible because every client is different, you know. But overall, my blueprint, I have such a vast background of self-help at this point. I'm not trying to be cocky, but I know a lot of walks of life, and I feel like I could really put that to use when helping you. And we could just slingshot that into your highest potential. That's ultimately what Conscious Lamb is about getting everybody to their highest potential. You know, whether it's your city that you're not happy with, your state, your country, your world. If you're not happy with something, how are you going to make a change? It starts with you. You have to choose to make the change. You have to choose to do the work. I'm just here to help. I can't do it for you, man, but I will match your work. I'll say that. But anyway, I hope this doesn't sound like a pitch. I don't want you to be like, get with Lane, get with Lane. No, get with a life coach. Whether that's me or somebody else. Or reach out to me, I'll find you a different one. If you're not comfortable with me, you don't think I got it, okay, no hard feelings. I'll find you one though, because everybody needs a life coach. In some way, shape, or form. Nobody is perfect. Nobody will ever be perfect. So don't let somebody sell you that either. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be perfect or something. I'm just trying to be the best me I can be. Okay? Peace. Much love.